Hi, my name is Mindy Burton. I'm the creative director of Kiki Magazine.
My name is Lindsey Whittle, and I am the Master Crafter at Kiki Magazine, and I'm also the resident fashion designer when it's needed. And I have a master's from the School of the Art Institute of Chicago in fashion design. And I had the privilege of making a lot of the garments behind me that came from sketches that we picked for the winning designs for our design issue this year.
For every issue of Kiki Magazine, we include a fashion spread. It includes outfits that girls use to get inspired to create their own outfits using clothes from their closets. For 2 years in a row, we have run a fashion design contest in our December-January issue. We ask readers to send in their designs, and we choose 4 looks every year to turn into a fashion spread. Our fashion spread from last year included some really amazing designs, and we also show girls how to create those designs.
Hi, my name is Autumn Rose Solis, and my design is my little violin. I felt so excited when I found out that I won. I screamed! I am honored to know that I won because I know a lot of smart girls read Kiki Magazine and that it must have been a tough decision. I've been playing violin for 3 years now, and that's what gave me my inspiration. They did a great job making the design, and the model did a great job modeling it. Bye! I love you, Kiki!
It was truly exciting to walk back into our crafting space every day and see how these garments were being transformed day by day. We made a lot of messes, we had a lot of swatches that we were choosing between, and there was a lot of trial and error that happened, but that is part of the design process and we embraced it. We think it's very important for readers to see how we created these designs because you can learn so much through the process of creating an original fashion design from scratch. You use math, you use fractions, you use decimals, you use conversions. There's so many different things that you can learn when you create your own fashion design, beyond just making something look pretty. It was very exciting for each of the girls who modeled these designs because they came in multiple times to try on different versions of the designs as we went through the fashion design process. It was very exciting to see their faces when they finally got to try on the final product and saw it in its finished form.
Once the winners are decided, it's almost like that moment in a horse race where the gates are released and the horses go running out because there's so much to do in a short amount of time to create these awesome looks and make sure that they're realized to their full capacity. So almost instantly it's looking for supplies and looking for the right materials and really analyzing the sketches and trying to figure out what is the best way to make this a reality, because there's always 100 different ways to make something, but what is the right way for this particular sketch, and then making samples and making patterns and just doing fittings and all these different things to get to the end product. And but there's a lot of excitement and adrenaline, just like a horse race. You know, you're excited to get to the end, but all these things have to happen in between.
When we choose our models for each photo shoot, we don't go through modeling agencies. Instead, we choose girls who have the same kinds of interests as Kiki readers, so that every girl who reads Kiki Magazine can see herself in it. It was really important for us to find models that embodied the same sort of creative activities that the girls who design these looks love to do on a daily basis. We found a model who knows how to play and hold a violin to model our violin dress. It was so hard to choose the winners for this fashion design contest. We received about 90 entries from girls, all of which were wildly creative.
The winning designs that we picked from all the amazing sketches that we received, we picked them based on interesting ideas and themes and different garment styles, and also making sure that these 4 looks fit together as a group. but it was really hard to pick all these looks, and honestly, if I could have made all of the looks we received, I would have loved to, because they were all incredibly inspiring.
I was very inspired by one of the designs that we featured in the magazine as an honorable mention. This design was an elegantly draped gown inspired by the Greek goddess Athena. It transforms from a gown into a war toga. Like Athena, each of these girls is a goddess of wisdom, arts, craft, courage, strength, and enthusiasm. Their enthusiasm for learning about all kinds of things is inspiring to me, and I love hearing from all of our Kiki readers. One of the junior designers told me to let yourself be inspired by others. This designer designed the Jiminy Cricket outfit behind me. Told me that she was inspired to create this look when she was laying in her hammock outside in her backyard. She told me that she heard the crickets chirping and that inspired her to create this design. If she would not have been listening, she would not have ever heard the crickets and would never have been inspired. So her inspiration to me was to always let yourself be inspired by others.
This is our second annual design competition, and it is such an exciting contest for Kiki Magazine because we are always so proud to showcase how talented our readers are whenever we get the chance.
Hi Kiki readers, my name is Carly and this is my little puppy Suki, and I'm here to tell you about my experience with the Junior Designer Contest. As you can see, I'm one of the winners, and being a winner for this contest was super awesome. Not only do I get to have my photo and a biography in the magazine, but you get to hear about how I see fashion. My design turned out just the way I thought it would. Another thing that I wanted to tell you was how inspiring this was for me. I really got to enjoy not only talking to Mindy and being interviewed, but really seeing how I can do things with fashion. I love art and I love doing things at school with art. And this just really opened my eyes to more artwork that I can do. Also, I really am amazed that I actually won because this is such a once-in-a-lifetime experience and it is so amazing. And I really just can't believe how this made me feel even better about my artwork than I did before. I hope you enjoy my artwork and hope you enjoy my interests just as much as I do, and maybe you can relate to them. So, see you next time, and hopefully you'll see me again in Kiki Magazine.
This Centangle blouse behind me was designed to include a lot of hand-drawn illustrations, and we wanted to translate that into the fabric design. So we created the illustrations using Adobe Illustrator, sent it to spoonflower.com, printed our fabric off, and we even included the designer's dog in the purse design. She was so excited to hear that we were translating her designs into a finished product, and she even asked for the swatches to be sent to her so that she can include them in an art exhibit. When I asked another junior designer about her favorite trends, she told me that she follows who she wants to be instead of how others expect her to be.
So one of my favorite things is making sketches a reality, whether it be my own sketches or being lucky to make these sketches a reality. But what's most interesting is that it's not a very concrete process, it's very organic. So you start with this sketch and you try it one way and you think you're convinced that that way is going to work and then you realize, this isn't working out right. So then you completely shift gears, and maybe you consult specialists and you reach out and ask other people that might have a better way of doing it. You keep trying different variations and different materials and different techniques, and until you find the right way. So it's a lot of trial and error. The blouse right here, this was, I think I had to make that like 4 or 5 times and completely redesign, where the zipper goes and where, if we're gonna have side seams or no side seams, and how's the person gonna get in it. So that's always the problem, is you have it all figured out and you're like, oh my gosh, how are they gonna get in it? Where's the opening gonna be? So you have to be open to where it goes in order to find the final results in your garments. One of Kiki's core values that we hope to share with our readers is that they can be producers and not consumers, that they can be doers. We hope for them that they can blaze their own futures through their own ideas and create their own products and design their own clothes, instead of us just telling them what they should buy or what they should wear.
I had the privilege of interviewing our 4 junior designers who submitted winning contest entries. I was very inspired by what I heard from these junior designers because they are strong, confident, independent thinkers. In all of the junior designer interviews, I asked them what their favorite subject in school was. And I learned that Kiki readers have depth. They like social studies because they enjoy learning about women's history. They like science because they like dissecting and getting their hands dirty. They like English because they enjoy diving into a good book. They like art because they enjoy free exploration. And they like math because they love learning about mathematical concepts in interesting ways, like a Jeopardy game.
Something that I find really exciting is that Kiki really tries to present a really rounded perspective of the world to our readers. So right now, we've been working on this design issue, and it's a lot about creativity and cultivating your ideas and making them a reality, but we're almost immediately following up with an issue that really focuses on business and how to turn your product into a marketable commodity that you could make a living off of, so that maybe the kids that aren't as creatively inclined could really be opened up and inspired by our design issue, and then maybe vice versa, our girls that are really creatively inclined could really have their worlds opened up by the business aspect, that maybe that's not something that they think about. So that we're constantly giving them both ends of the coin so that they can create a real well-rounded future for themselves.
A lot of these looks were inspired by different art forms, such as music or dance, and our models had a lot of artistic influence as well. One of our models is a ballet dancer, and she modeled the ribbon outfit on point and was able to show us quite a few of her ballet moves as well. We developed this project because we wanted girls to know that there was an opportunity for them to design something and then have it translated into a real life product. We, as the Kiki team, are committed to showcasing the astounding creativity of our readers. The only design that was not part of our fashion spread is this dress right behind me. This dress is a collaborative art project that uses fabric donated by spoonflower.com, which we were very grateful to have. That fabric was decorated by girls at our summer workshop event called Kiki Live 2.0. We then used the decorated fabric to turn it into a custom designed dress for Jamie Bryant, our editor-in-chief. The inspiration for the design of the dress came from illustrations that were submitted by girls who attended the Kiki Live 2.0 event. Again, it was so difficult to choose the winning design.
I really like the puffiness in the dress.
Yeah, the sleeves are just cool, and I like how the sleeves go out. Yeah, I really like fitted dresses a lot. So.
I think our inspiration was the cocktail dress, just because of the length and the poofiness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were in the same group at Kiki Live 2.0 and also we're friends just at school. So we were thinking, why don't we enter the contest together?
It's like
We were both
throwing in ideas in there.
drawing patterns, drawing the design.
If we colored in the picture, it would be the same. And I still have room to color in other people. So in going through all of the designs, what struck my attention, because I was going through like this, I wasn't looking at people, I was looking at pictures. And so what stood out immediately was the fact that the dress was poofy at the bottom and then it was fitted at the top, because I thought that was a very different look from the other ones that were in there. And what also caught my eye was that you rendered the fabric that you were drawing from Spoonflower. So Spoonflower gave us this fabric to color in, and you actually showed that we were going to be using that fabric, which was the whole point of the contest. How can we make a design out of this fabric that everyone is making together? And so you really rendered that on your illustration, and that just popped right off the page. Why is this important? This is important for so many reasons. Because open-ended activities and creation are really important, not only just for us as individuals, but for us collectively and as a society. So the more opportunities that we have to create and dream and imagine and learn how to track those ideas on paper, that's how they become reality. So these kinds of activities are really important for us in many different ways. Now you can design one for you, right? And you can design one for you. And you're like, oh my gosh, well, how am I going to get it off the paper? It's just one step at a time. Just one step at a time. So you could do this. Okay, that's your project. To make separate dresses like this. And then we'll go out on the town and imagine dresses. So did you have fun doing this?
I did.
Were you super surprised?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do now? Now that you've won the Kiki Live 2.0 Design Dress for Jamie contest, what are you going to do now?
One another.
I have been so grateful to have the opportunity to work on these fantastic outfits, and I really hope that this whole design contest issue motivates these winners and our readers to go out there and do things and be inspired and to try to make their ideas a reality and really shape a fulfilling future for themselves.
Our junior designers hope that Kiki readers will be inspired to create their own fashion designs if they don't already. You can find this issue at kikimag.com on newsstands November 18th.